anybody left? Joey Cash.
Thank you. I like your suit.
Yeah, okay, so, all right, not a soccer convert, hockey convert. But, you know, Joey's run for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
4 years for a program. And you know, he had a great season. He had an absolutely outstanding season. He's an outstanding athlete. He's an outstanding person. He's an outstanding teammate. He's an outstanding captain. You know, there's nothing that's wrong with this kid at all. And he's got great hair. I mean, look at that. But yeah, here's all. I'm just gonna list all these things. So you stop me. No, don't stop me. So at the Lions Invitational, he was the second runner at the Lions Invitational. There's like 170 kids in that race, and they're all premium runners. He was number 3 at Manuka. That race was a bust, actually. He was number 2 at the Palatine Invitational. Palatine Invitational, ladies and gentlemen, that meet's known about nationally. Palatine Invitational, teams from other states come in to run at that meet. That is the York coming out party every year, and he was number 2.
Sit, Joey. Woo.
He was number 2 to the kid who won the state meet and broke a 47-year-old record at the state meet course. Okay, that's what he was number 2 to. He was number 2 at Peoria, where he had a PR. He ran a 14:26 at Peoria.
Wow.
That's the 3rd best time ever run by any athlete in the school's history at Detweiler.
Second. Third. Who?
Two Tommies.
Two Tommies. Tommy
Twice.
So it's Tommy Brady, Tommy Brady, and then Joey.
Second fastest person. You feel better? All right, and he ended up running, being the CSL conference champion. You can clap. He was also number 1, the champion for at the Niles West Regional. He was the second, number 2 at sectional. He was number 17 all-state at the state meet. He was all conference, all regional, all sectional. And he holds the 7th best time at our school, which is a 27-year-old school record. We've been keeping that course for 27 years, so he's got the 7th best time there. He is also the CSL Sportsman Award winner for a program. So you know, there's almost nothing that this kid hasn't done. Like the day of the state meet, you know, I was talking to Joey, and I said to him, I'm like, hey man, you know, don't be afraid to be great. You know, don't be afraid to be great. And he's like, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to try it. I'm going to go for it, coach. And you know what we were talking about? We were talking about winning the state meet. That's what we were talking about. Because, you know, the kid's got it. He's got the gift. You know, I was watching was watching at the Peoria Invitational, and this kid Bob Liking from the number 5 ranked national team in the country, St. Charles East, he's their number 1 runner. He had kind of broken away from the pack in the middle of the race, and Joey reeled him in. Kid had like a 7 or 8 second lead on him with a half mile to go, and Joey cut it down to 2 seconds in that half mile, and he was charging up the 7-degree hill at the end of the race. Like charging. I've never seen anybody charge up the hill after a 3-mile race. He was charging. I'm like, oh, he could do this. So he went out at the state race, and he went out with the fastest person ever to run at Detweiler.
It hurt.
Seriously.
Shouldn't have done that.
Okay. I don't know, like, if you guys can understand numbers and running at all or anything like that, but Joey was around. He was second at the half mile to Matner. He was around a 2:08 half mile.
Shouldn't have been doing that.
Okay. This is on a dirt course. He's at 2:08 half mile. Okay. So that was hot. That's going out a little hot. All right. I mean, if I had any idea that Metner was going to do that, I would have been like, forget about it, and Joey would have gotten second at the state meet. But bad coaching, and so he ended up, just hanging out for dear life, and getting 17th in state meet instead of first or second, because he ended up having to run against the stupid fastest kid in the whole state. Whole country. Second fastest kid in the country, actually. Actually, the second fastest time ever run in the country. Is that right for 3 miles?
For a high school 3 miles.
All time.
All time.
All time. That's what he did.
No,
Not you. Yeah, but that's what that you had to run
wanted to.
against. I mean, that's crazy, right? Anyway. Ugh. But it's been an absolute joy to coach this guy. He's been fantastic. He is a wonderful human being. He's stand up in every way. You can't ask for a better human being. All right, you parents should be happy.
Thank you.
And it's always a hard decision who's going to get the MVP. Not this year.
We have presents for the coaches, and the 3 captains have like a little something that we'd like to say. So, yeah, we'll be right back.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
All right, so I'll start off the speech. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. I know you guys have been here for a while. So first off, I just want to thank everyone that has been involved in this incredible season. Thank you to the parents who spent countless hours organizing pasta parties and so much more. To the coaches who helped us develop as a team and as individuals. And to all of my teammates who worked so hard to get where we ended up today. I've ran cross country for 4 years, and this has been by far the best, no doubt. The team has never been closer or more hardworking, and it has created such a good atmosphere and culture that anyone would be ecstatic to be a part of. It's cliche to say what you put in is what you get out, like what Coach was saying before for XC, but for this sport, I truly believe it rings true. I'm somebody with very limited athletic talent, but just by showing up to practices and weekend runs, I gradually improved throughout my running career. That's why I would encourage a lot of you younger guys to continue running. Just showing up and going to practices can make you so much of a better runner. Just waking up in the morning and getting to school to run is half the battle, since we're going to have great leaders next year who are going to push you like Eamon, Matt, and Matthew. Again, this year was incredible, and the culture and atmosphere of Maine South XC is uncomparable to any other experience. This team is by far the closest team I've ever been a part of, and has led to some phenomenal memories. Just thinking about all the stupid stuff we do, like having Jack Walsh grow out his beard, makes me laugh. This year was also the strongest year in terms of the team aspect of the sport. After every race, when everyone's out of breath and tired, stumbling around, we still all managed to ask, "How was your race?" You know that everyone truly cared. A great example of this was Joey at the staged race. While he didn't have the greatest race of his life and was pretty disappointed, you could not tell by observing his behavior. Joey could be found in the tent hugging every single one of his teammates, telling them how incredible the season had been and how happy he was with all of our performances. Obviously, Joey's an incredible leader, but I think this small moment signifies what Maine South XC really is about. We may argue and jokingly make fun of each other all day long, but at the end of the day, we know that we are brothers and that we care immensely for each and every teammate. Thank you.
All right, so this first part's for the freshmen. So this is true. For any race, when you watch the runners win or do very well, it's simply because they worked hard. What you put in is what you get out. I mean, I can't count how many times we've heard this. Your diet, your sleep, and your hard work during runs are shown in the races. It's simply that. That's why I personally chose this sport, and I hope that's why you chose it too. Every time you put your shoes on to run, you are contributing to the success of yourself and the team. So, I mean, there are tons of funny memories that I captured when I was on this team, and I would be here forever telling you all of them, but I just want to give one funny memory. It was the sunrise run in Chicago. That was definitely a good and bad memory at the same time.
Oh no.
We were supposed to meet at, I think it was 5:30 a.m. At school. 5 a.m. So we could bus down to see the sunset sunrise. Sorry. I noticed a sunset right here. I don't know why I put that, but when we run along the lakeshore. But of course, being me, Adam Christopher, I slept through my alarm and woke up at 6:15 a.m. After having that feeling when you oversleep, I mean, you guys all definitely know that. I threw on my running clothes and went downstairs to bolt out of the house, but I saw the entire team at my doorstep with the bus on the street waiting for me. After millions of apologies from my end and Coach calling me a dingus for sleeping in, we went down to the lakeshore to see the sun, but it was already slightly risen. So sorry, guys. But after that experience, I still feel incredibly lucky and undeserving to be part of a team like this. Being part of a team like this it's simply awesome. We hung out so much together, and we encourage each other to be the best that we can be. The Maine South Cross Country team will always be known for being a team of togetherness and athletic talent. Thank you so much for dealing with me for the 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna top either of those. But, I mean, I'll try, I guess. The first thing that I'd like to start with is motivation. You know, running's a pretty intense sport. I'm not gonna lie. I got injured my freshman year. Advice, freshmen, try not to do that. It's pretty bad, but you know, my freshman year, as soon as I got into the sport, something that was really memorable for me was when I saw Reese Jordan racing. He was the #1 runner, and just seeing how dominant he was in his performance, it was so inspiring. And I knew right then and there, you know, and I was playing hockey at the time, but I still knew I was forget about this hockey stuff. This is exactly what I want to do for the next 4 years, and I want to work my way up to get to his level. So I think for the freshmen, I hope that me as a senior, I hope I inspire you guys to keep grinding for the next few years and really try to be in the same position that I'm in, and that Reese is in, and that Tommy was in, and Brandon, and all the grades before me. Furthermore, I'd like to include like a funny memory. A really funny memory is the team likes to go to the University of Wisconsin for like a cross-country camp. And so it's probably the greatest week of my life because it is so much fun. You like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're eating with the boys, and like that in and of itself is so much fun. And doing that for like 5 days and doing all like the activities with them and whatnot, that was a blast. And a specific memory is they held a talent show, and I could never like play an instrument in front of anybody, and I can't like sing like that. But I remember what I did is I decided to go up and perform. And I did the Star Spangled Banner, but instead of singing it, I like pressed my lips together and kind of made like a trumpet noise that I learned from my dad, where you go like. Yeah, so I did that. So that was pretty fun.
4 years of cross country.
Let's see. This is upside down right now. Okay, alright, lastly, like emotional and like team stuff, I just want to say, I've this year especially, I've never been with like a group of boys this close, and we bond together, and our bond is really strong. And, spending my summer, after training, I play spike ball with the boys, all the pasta parties and all the gatherings and all the hangout sessions and all the races. I couldn't be more thankful to have a team like the team I had this year. And to all the people that graduated high school, I want to thank them for inspiring me to train my hardest every day and be the best runner I could be. And I also want to thank my 3 coaches. They inspire me and they make me work really hard, and I couldn't be more thankful because they developed me into the best possible runner I could be. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, parents.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all your support.
It's senior bank.
Seniors.
Oh, seniors. Sorry.